What gives certain people that untouchable aura?
Uncommon amongst uncommon people is one of the greatest ways to put it.
Is it the way they talk?
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Is it the way they act?
Can't play with that dude. That power is different. It's extraordinary.
Or is it something else entirely?
I always saw all this moving in my mind, you know. It's just a question of time to bring all this in reality.
Those who possess a strong aura radiate confidence so intensely that everyone around them can feel it. This video will analyze where that bulletproof confidence comes from and show you how you can have it too. We'll do this by studying the two most confident fighters to ever compete in the UFC. First, prime Conor McGregor, whose name was synonymous with confidence during his rise. And next, Ilia Topuria, the undefeated featherweight champion who was filming a documentary called Road to the Belt before he even fought for a world title. But believe it or not, neither one of them grew up confident. Conor was actually bullied as a kid and took up martial arts as a way to defend himself.
I didn't care about sport. I don't care about sport fighting. I still really don't. I would just get in it so people would say, right, this guy can do this, or this guy does a bit of training, or does something. We're just watching him, and we'll just leave him alone.
Bullies typically target the most weak and vulnerable people, but that weak and vulnerable kid would one day end up an icon for confidence. Ilia Topuria was born a refugee, then moved to a war-torn country at the age of 7. His parents then moved away and he would not see them again until he was 15. These experiences undoubtedly caused feelings of insecurity and abandonment. Since neither Conor nor Ilia grew up confident, we can infer that it is possible to learn the skill of confidence. So where did Conor and Ilia begin to learn it? Dublin, early 2008. A young Conor McGregor would meet and begin dating Dee Devlin. Dee, seeing how passionate Conor was about MMA, worked full-time to support him so he could quit his job and train full-time. Now able to dedicate himself completely to the sport, pretty soon his coaches Owen Roddy and John Kavanagh would share that same belief in him.
I remember saying to Conor, I says, you could easily go to the UFC, Conor. There's nobody that has your ability your striking ability.
So I stuck with it and John encouraged it. John believed in me and made me believe in myself that we could go and do this.
It was a similar story for Ilia, with his girlfriend and coaches believing in him, which made him believe in himself.
It's just that Ilia is out of this world, right?
Wow, look at you with the support. Out of this world, Ilia. I mean, how could you lose a fight with words of wisdom like that?
And that's why.
Los hermanos Jiménez son como los que me hacen creerme mejor de lo que soy todavía. Me dan esa confianza y me gusta.
That transferred belief would be at the heart of both Conor and Ilia's world titles and aura. Let me explain. In the 1970s, psychologist Albert Bandura coined the term self-efficacy, which just meant a person's belief in their ability to achieve a goal. He realized that self-belief creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more we believe we can achieve a goal, the more likely we are to achieve it. Conor and Ilia, even before they were in the UFC, had absolute certainty they would become world champions.
I will be where I want to be. I'm 100% confident that I will make it to the top. I have the skills, I have the dedication, and it's something I really, really want. So words can't even describe, but it will happen, and I'll let you know when it happens.
Pero te lo prometo, desde el primer día que tú ves alguna entrevista mía cuando tenía 18 años y ven lo mismo. A mí, de hecho, tengo una cuando tengo 18 y me preguntan algo y yo le digo, es que yo de verdad creo que soy el mejor del mundo.
The reason this became a reality for both of them is that the more someone believes they can achieve something, the harder they'll work towards it, because the more certain they are it will happen. This, in turn, increases the likelihood of achieving it. In short, our belief in our success is the determining factor for whether we'll be successful. So how do we get this level of self-efficacy for ourselves? Banduras realized there were 4 main factors that influenced our self-efficacy. The first, which sparked the self-belief of both Conor and Ilia, is verbal persuasion, encouragement from those around them. Next was mastery experiences. This refers to successes we've had related to our goals. This is because we predict our future based on our past. If you want success in your future, you need to see success in your past. For Ilia and Conor, this works on two levels. First, training. If you've given absolutely everything to training, each training session where you push yourself is a small win that gives confidence come fight day.
You know, confidence grows through work ethic, through seeing what's happening around you, and that's it. I put the work in, and it's paying off.
I know that confidence comes from hard work. I work so fucking hard.
But while knowing they've given it all in training is important, what truly elevates their confidence is their results. With each dominant win, their confidence grew more and more. First, Conor won on the local Irish circuit. Then he became the first double champ in Cage Warriors, proving he was the best in Europe. Then he became the first UFC double champ. Each win added to his mastery experiences and snowballed his level of self-belief. Ilia had a similar path. He first dominated the local circuit in Spain, then he became a Cage Warriors champion, proving he was the best in Europe. Then he got to the UFC and became the best in the world. By the time they arrived to the UFC, they had the transferred belief of their inner circle, impressive wins under their belt, and the knowledge of how hard they've trained under their belt as well. But that wasn't all. An underlooked but crucial part of both of their levels of self-efficacy was the next factor: vicarious experiences. A vicarious experience is simply observing someone near you succeed. When you see someone nearby do it, it gives you the confidence that you can do it too. Believe it or not, Conor was not actually the most promising member of Straight Blast Gym in Ireland. His teammate, Gunnar Nelson, was. He won his first 2 UFC fights before Conor was even signed to the UFC, proving both to the Straight Blast Gym and to Conor that they did belong on that level. For Ilia, his vicarious experience was through his brother, Ilia Topuria. Ilia and his brother both began training at the same time, and both dropped out of school at the same time to pursue MMA as a career. Their career trajectories were almost identical in the beginning, as both of their first 2 fights were on the exact same day, on the exact same card. They both dominated. Ilia, seeing his own brother, someone he trained with every single day for years, also dominating, undoubtedly fed into his own self-belief. Just as Conor seeing Gunny win in the UFC fueled his self-belief as well. See, while both Conor and Ilia seem like icons of confidence in their own rights, they're actually products of environments which made them this way. They had the right people around them, successes to look back on, and people around them winning at the highest levels. All of this culminated on fight night to the very last contributor of self-efficacy, physiology. Our physiology is the signals our body sends us, which influence our performance. Feeling nervous, for example, can lead to performing poorly, while feeling confident makes you more likely to perform at your best. In a way, our body acts as a predictor for our result, which often becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. For both Ilia and Conor, after everyone in their circle has gassed them up for years, they've done nothing but train relentlessly and dominate fights, and they've surrounded themselves with people winning fights. Their body tells them how to feel on fight day, which leads to how they fight.
What happens if you do lose to Jose Aldo?
That is not in the equation. That does not process in my brain for 1 second.
¿Una vez has pensado qué pasaría si perdieras? No. Nunca has llegado a pensar eso.
No.
Anything we want to do. Get up, get up. Whatever I can do, you can do it too. Get up, get up. We can do anything we want to do. Get up, get up. Whatever I can do, you can do it too. We can do anything we want to do. Whatever I can do, you can do it too. We can do anything we want to do. Whatever I can do, you can do it too. Get up. We can do anything we want to do. Whatever I can do, you can do it too. We can do anything we want to do. Whatever I can do, you can do it too.
The level of our self-belief predicts the height of our success. This is because the more you believe your success is guaranteed, the harder you'll work towards it. And the harder you work towards it, the more successes you'll have along the way. And the more successes you have along the way, the more you believe that you'll succeed. In short, to have aura, you need to have absolute belief in yourself. And to have absolute belief in yourself, you need to become someone worth believing in. And if you want to learn how to become someone worth believing in, check out this video here.